Hi everyone, my name's Rebecca Moore. I'm an independent consultant and executive district manager with Arbonne International. Don't worry about that title. I'll explain that a little bit more, what that actually means later on in the presentation. I just wanted to introduce myself, give you a little bit of a background as to how I started using Arbonne products and ultimately why I then decided to set up an Arbonne business. I started using the products a couple of years ago based on a good friend of mine's recommendation. She was vegan and she just found these products which were incredible. They were pure, safe and beneficial. So I went along to a party that she was hosting to learn about these products and about the business model. And at this party, I was absolutely blown away. Didn't realise I was so naive as to what was going on with high street products. And the products themselves were incredible. Instantly, you could just tell they were incredible. So I signed up day one as a consultant, not in any way to be a business builder at that time. It was just because I wanted to take advantage of these amazing products and have the 35% discount. All for myself. It was a completely selfish reason. I did, however, start introducing it to my friends and family, just because word of mouth recommendation, as you do, because they would ask me about why my skin was looking so good. I would let them know that these products existed. And before I knew it, I was actually doing the business before I actually realised that I was doing the business. At the time, though, I couldn't really dedicate any real time to it because I was a director of an optical superstore. And it was fairly demanding. We had 85 staff. It was pretty full on. The hours were long. And even when you weren't physically there, you were definitely mentally still at work. So I couldn't see how I would factor it in as a business at that time. However, my life changed. I met my husband. We spent a lot of our time commuting from Hastings, which is where he was from, and Peterborough, which is where I was originally from and where my business was based. We spent all this time to-ing and fro-ing from these two areas, and it did start to take a toll on the body, and I started to get very ill, and I kept getting run down and getting colds, and just didn't realise I was physically feeling the effects of stress. So we had to make a decision. And we decided to sell my business in Peterborough and move down to the south coast, which is where my husband's business was and where he was from. Best decision I ever made. Absolutely love it down here. It's such a stunning place. But it did make me think, well, what am I actually going to do? Do I want to go back into the corporate world, be a director again for another store? I had to really talk to myself because my heart just wasn't in it at all. And as much as I love being an optician and helping people from that point of view, I didn't want the stress that came with being a director. So at that point, I decided that I would start to look at the business model with Arbonne a bit more seriously. And there was a couple of things that I did. I went to Vegas straight away because that's where the Global Training Conference was. And I went and learnt from the top guys. It was amazing. 3 days. I came away from there just completely in awe of these people. They're just incredible leaders. Many were millionaires from doing this business. But what I got the most out of it is how everybody who was involved had helped other people, and they had helped other people realise their dreams. And I'm a coach and I love people, so it naturally just sat really well for me as a business opportunity as well. And secondly, the reason was I really like the business model because it creates a passive income, and we'll talk about that a bit later. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to, next year, if we start a family, I don't want to be at work all the time. I want to be able to base myself from home. And this business allows you, with a laptop and a phone, it allows you to have an international business from wherever you are sitting, like right here on the floor right now talking to you guys. So it's an amazing company. I'd love to tell you a bit more about it. So don't hesitate to just give me a call. So So I just wanted to spend a few minutes going through the differences between a traditional business model and a network marketing business model. Because until I started this company, I didn't have a clue about the differences. And I'd never considered the journey that my consumable products had gone through before they actually ultimately reached me. So I've just jotted it down and we can talk through the journey that they go through. So obviously the products have to be manufactured by somebody. The manufacturer will then send them to the wholesaler, and that's obviously could be internationally. They will then sit in a warehouse, and often with these products they have synthetic preservatives, which are called parabens, which make that product last for up to 7 years. So they can sit in this warehousing situation for a very, very long time. They then shift from the warehouser and the sales force gets involved. Now this will be the marketing and the advertising. Now, interestingly, this section takes up a huge percentage of the value of that product. So nearly 25%, and sometimes more, of the value of this product is taken up in advertising and marketing costs. Then from that point, it obviously goes to the retailer. So the retailer on the high street has got all their overheads to pay. They've got their heating, lighting, air conditioning, staff costs. They've got all of those things to consider paying, which they have to make out of the profit of this sale of product. So finally, they give it to me. I purchase it. They give me my product. So my product has gone through this immense journey before it's got me and has to pay all of these guys along the way. So that £40 has paid for all these guys here before it's even got to me. So you do start to really question the value of your core product. What is in there? What's the ingredients that are going into that pot? The way that it differs to a network marketing model is that we can basically cut out all of these guys. So Arbonne is the manufacturer. We have an amazing research and development lab in Irvine, California. And they produce our products and they're shipped to the UK never more than 3 months old when they get to us. They have an expiry date on them because we use natural preservatives, which means they're only going to live a couple of years, but they haven't got these synthetic products that are keeping that product alive. So it means we don't have to worry about paying the wholesaler, we don't have to worry about paying the warehouser, we don't have to worry about paying the sales force, and we don't have to worry about paying the retailer. And what that gives us, it gives us this lovely model where the manufacturer makes it and the product goes direct to you, the consumer, via an independent consultant's code, and you often order that product online and it gets sent to your home address. So what does that actually mean? Well, that means that all of that money that we are saving is going to be able to be reinvested into making, firstly, a much, much higher quality product. So you're getting an ultra premium product, but actually you're only paying high street and less than high street prices. So you are getting a massive saving as the consumer. And it also then allows us to pay our consultants to promote and advertise our products for us. So you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how does it work as a business and how do I get paid from the business? So you have to make a decision. This is how you're going to benefit from being involved in Arbonne. So you could just be a customer. You could simply just want to purchase these incredible products that are pure, safe and beneficial, but obviously get this amazing saving, and just pay high street prices. Lots of people that come on board as a customer to start realise that they are incredible products and they often then sign up as a preferred client. So you can become a preferred client and just pay £17, and that allows you to have a 20% annual discount as well as all these amazing other discounts throughout the year. And you just order that, you have your own unique ID and you order your products and they're delivered to your home address. Or you could be like me. I decided straight off that I wanted to be a consultant. So only because I wanted that 35% discount. So you could be a consultant that is a consumer of these products. So really just because you want to benefit from these incredible products at a massive discount. Or you might just be a retailer, so you might already have a business, like you may be a hairdresser or a nutritionist or a beauty therapist or personal trainer or makeup artist, where Arbonne could sit as a synergistic business next to what you're currently doing, and you'll be able to then offer and recommend these products to your current client base. So you could just be a retailer, or you could become a business builder consultant. Down at the bottom here, that's what I've decided to do from being a consumer. So I started off as a consumer and then realised what an amazing business opportunity this was and became a business builder. What does that mean? Well, it basically means I speak to lots of different people, make them aware of Arbonne, get them to try the products, and then work out what's going to fit for them, where they're going to be. So in my business, I've got customers, I've got preferred clients, I've got many consultants that are just consumers that want to benefit from that discount, and I've got lots of people who currently have a business and they sell their products within their own businesses. And I've got a team of business builders that are linking arms with me, building their businesses at the same time. So how does that work? Does it mean that I have to know millions of people? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. The lovely thing about a network marketing model, excuse the crude drawing, but you'll see what I mean. This is me in the middle. And my job is to talk to as many people as I can to educate them about these amazing products. And along the way, what I do is I change my own skin range, my hair range, my makeup, my nutrition, etc., etc. And I then can personally recommend products for what I'm using. And I talk to all these people. So in this example here, I've only spoke to 8 people. However, what they've done is they've then spoken to 8 people or 4 people or 2 people. Whatever it is, my network has built from me speaking directly to these 8 people to, in this example, over 100 people in my network. Now, because this is in my network, Arbonne send me a check based on what my network is producing in terms of income. So every single month, my network gets bigger and my checks get bigger because I'm building an international business. So it's a really, really, really simple business model to adhere to. So what are we looking at in terms of income, how we actually get paid? So I'm just going to talk about the structure, the management structure that we have. So anybody can come on board and become an independent consultant with Arbonne, and you pay your £56 and that allows you to become an independent consultant, and it gives you your unique website where you can start your business straight away. So as an independent consultant, for directly selling full price products, you earn a 35% commission. And for selling to your preferred clients, that remember they're the ones that get the 20% discount, you get a 15% commission from them. So that's anybody and everybody can do that. So when you start building your business, there's 4 levels of management. And the levels increase as the turnover of your business increases. So number 1 is district manager. So you still get your commissions off your direct sales from your clients and your preferred clients, as in the above example here. But what you also get is an additional 8% override. And what that means basically is a percentage of your business. And what that means money-wise starts off from £100 but can go right up to £800. So as an average, we say about £500 as a district manager. As an area manager, you get exactly the same as the consultants. You get 35% discount and 15%, but you get a higher proportion of your overall turnover. So you get 14% of your business paid direct to you. And that ranges between £800 and £2,000 on a monthly basis. Now remember, this is all additional income. This business is done in and around what you're currently doing. So you may have a full-time job already. This is extra income that you're going to be receiving. At this level, your business actually can be willed. So if anything did happen to you, if you did die, you are able to will this to your children or your loved ones, and they will be paid from what your business is generating for 7 generations to come. So this is where it gets really quite exciting at Regional Vice President. So this is the level where you get paid between £3,000 and £8,000 on a monthly basis. So an average about £5,000 a month. So it really starts to give you some choices at this level. Many people at this level then start to question what they're doing work-wise, and then think about Arbonne being their main source of income rather than their secondary source. But some don't. Some go on to stay on full-time employment until they get to National Vice President. But at this level, you're recognised massively. You're given a £500 monthly bonus in addition to these earnings, which is for you to buy a white Mercedes. And it's a white Mercedes to represent purity and safety. And interestingly, we have got the biggest fleet of Mercedes on the road in the whole world, corporate, which is incredible. And the fourth level in our business is National Vice President. So this is where you get 18% of your turnover of business. This averages about £15,000 on a monthly basis. And what's incredible, of course you get the car and everything, but what's incredible at this level is there is no cap to this earning potential. No cap. You can earn millions and millions of pounds. You can sponsor hundreds of thousands of consultants, and you won't be capped on where your earning potential is. At this level, you do get treated a bit like a rock star. You get flown over to Vegas. You have your own suite at the Global Training Conference. You and your family get taken to Maui every single year. You get amazing Tiffany jewellery. You do get treated incredibly well here. Now, the interesting thing to know here is at the moment in the UK, there still is only 13 people that have hit this level. In America, there's over 400. So really interesting to know what the opportunity still is in the UK, let alone the rest of the world, because this business is going global. We currently only are in 5 countries. We've been in America for 35 years, we've been in Canada for 10, we've been in the UK for 7 and Australia for the same time, and last year we opened up in Poland. We have got an incredible CEO who is going to take us global. So over the next 10 years, we're going to be opening up in all these brand new countries, which is really exciting because as an independent consultant, it means I'm able to set up businesses all over the world. I've already started by having 3 businesses starting in Australia. And as soon as these new countries open, we can be an integral part of bringing Arbonne and this amazing opportunity all over the world.